Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Doctor Wu Prime Commander Dark Green Limited Edition. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about Doctor Wu and indeed the figure that this is a perfect homage to, and of course we're going to do some comparisons with this and some other Optimus Prime and Doctor Wu figures. So for those of you who are unaware, Doctor Wu is a third-party company, and as you can see, they basically make their own version of Transformers. But what I like about these is they are really small. They are so much fun to play with, and they're basically just an updated version of the old Takara World's Smallest Transformers, which were again officially released by Takara in the year 2003. So these, funnily enough, they're just like that. They're just updated versions, to be honest. But this figure is a brilliant homage to the very rare Japanese bathing ape green convoy, which is what this is. So this, of course, as you can tell, is just a Generation 1 Optimus Prime cab, but it is in this crazy deco, which was known as, of course, the bathing ape, which is a clothing company, which you can see there. So what Doctor Wu've done here is they've just done a brilliant homage or rip-off, whatever you want to call it, of this particular figure. So you can pretty much get the gist of how small he is. It does fully transform as well, which is fantastic. I've got 2 copies. I know I said I'd never buy and do multiple displays again with figures, but with these I think I've just had to make an exception because I just think they're so much fun, and indeed because of the size of them, they don't take up anywhere near as much space. So if we have a look at the alternate mode first, we've got the cab. All the wheels are on pins, so they go completely independently spinning around. There's lovely gold detail there on the bumper, on the windscreens, on the grille, etc. That really is shiny. You can see the way that's just popping there. And indeed what, of course, is going to be on his shins. Even the smokestacks, again, they're not sharp, they're nice and safe. And the trailer, which you can see, has got a little bit of a hitch there, which will fit on that part there. And you can hear loads of things rattling around in the trailer, and I'm going to show you what they are in a second. I just very quickly want to show you the homage to the original Bathing Ape trailer, which is there. So, you know, it's not exactly for obvious reasons, but again, you can see where they've took the ideas of this from. Right, before we have a quick look at the other mode, what else you get is a little collector's card, which is brilliant. So you get one of these with every figure. Unfortunately, it is in Japanese, I think, or maybe even Chinese, I don't know, probably Japanese. And of course, there's basically their version of a tech spec. And of course, you get the instructions as well. So the things that are rattling around in the trailer, you get a little roller. It's absolutely tiny. I'm just trying to think of things to give you an idea of just how small this is, shall we say. Let me see what I can find to show you. Here we go. Core class swoop. Core class swoop. There you go. It's as big as his upper arm. It's tiny. It's nowhere near as big as his leg. I'll bring in some figures like that in a second, again, for some more size comparisons. Ooh, I've knocked the cab over. I've got the trailer there, and as you can see, what I've done is I've just folded it out and stood it up. So it's a bit like the repair bay, which you can do with all G1 primes. These arms here, you can attach them in any of these holes, and that's how they're pretty much stored. So you can attach this here, but also what else you can store, and what does get stored inside there, is the green Energon axe. Again, it's green because it's bape, and this will just fit over the hand like, oh, let's say like so. There you go, brand new toy, so obviously quite hard to get it in straight off. And of course you've got a little blaster, exactly the same principle. That's pretty much, again, anybody who knows G1 Optimus Prime, that is just a very shrunken brown version of it. And this, again, will fit into the hands like so. Now, the little figure itself, this is why I love these so much. So there's articulation on the head. I mean, look at the detail on the head sculpt. You can just, can you make out the blue eyes, the gold mouth plate, the brown head? It's a ball and socket, so you've got full articulation in it. You can see that the shoulders are as well in 2 places in there, so you've got full spin around, out to the side, the biceps on a ball and socket. This is just like a shrunken down core class, but as I say, more like a WST. You've also got the swivel there as well, which is brilliant. And again, the silly thing is, look at this. They've managed to tuck away the front wheels neatly on the underside there. The little cab is brilliant. So good. And as I say, these are also stored on the inside via these holes as well. So you can pretty much put, well, not pretty much, you can put both the arms, the axe and the gun, and they just store nicely into this trailer. Right, let's bring in some other figures just to give you an idea, as I say, of how small he is. So these, of course, right now, I wonder if it's going to focus in on them. Yeah, there you go. These are, of course, Hasbro core class figures, and they're about half the size of them. I mentioned WSTs before, which does actually stand for World's Smallest Transformer, and they were legitimate Takara releases from, as I say, 2003. There is Starscream, and indeed there is Optimus Prime. So they're the same size as WSTs, and as I said in the previous videos, and I really do mean this, if these newer figures give Takara the impetus to go and make more WSTs, I will be very interested in getting them as well, as I'm sure loads of people will, because they were a brilliant toy line. And I think Dr. Wu've just managed to get that other little bit of the market which isn't. So there's some, that is Dr. Wu's Shattered Glass Cosmos. Funnily enough, I've got a normal Prime there, and then just to keep some different ones, and just because they don't, again, same as all the other companies, they use the molds and reuse them. We've got a G2 Ramjet, a Thrust, and we've got a Dirge here as well. So as you can see, the Doctor Who collection is starting to grow, purely because exactly that, I can put all of them in a tiny little box, or on display if I need to, which I will be doing, and as I'm sure you'll agree, they look great. Now, to be honest, there's not much more to say about this. I've showed you the homage of what it's from. I've showed you how small it is. And most importantly, I hope I've got across just how much fun it is as well. Also, of course, you can get this direct from Show's eStore. There will be a link in the description, and if you're thinking about getting one, please don't forget to use my code, which is Toys R Us, all one word, in the supporter reviewer. Just had a thought, haven't done any other mainstream other comparisons. So Magic Squares Trailbreaker, that's New Age's Optimus Prime. So these are other third-party companies, and again, thanks to Showsy and the viewers on this channel, I'm able to do these reviews because some of these figures are theirs. That's an Iron Factory, I keep getting all the names mixed up, Mirage. And for those of you who still have no idea what these are, let me bring in some G1 and some mainline figures for you. So there's a G1 Cosmos, tiny. There he is in both modes. Yep, there he is. And that means you can tell I'm doing a Cosmos video soon. There is a normal deluxe figure, and to be honest, is even going to fit on screen. There is a normal Voyager class figure, so hopefully that's giving you an idea of just how small these little guys are. But there you go, that's where I'm definitely going to call it to a close. I hope you enjoyed looking at them. They are a bit of fun, and if anybody from Takara Tomi's watching this, let's have some official WSTs as well, please. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care.